What's up YouTube, it's sButterflies75. Today I'm back with a new video, Café Stella and the Reaper's Butterflies, and this is part 14. This should be the end, I don't know. Hopefully. After I finished changing, I opened the door to go to the kitchen, only to find myself face to face with Aizumi-san, who's just been about to enter. She's probably still thinking about last time. Hey.
昨日はすみませんでした。取り乱してしまって。でも勘違いしないでくださいね。あくまでコーヒー豆であることを証明したかっただけで。
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll be honest, I'm still unclear on how proving the color of your nipples is supposed to protect your pure, innocent image.
黒とピンクじゃ結構違いません
？Well, some people say they get darker the more you touch them, but some people are just born with that color.
それはそうなんですけど。
Anyways, this probably isn't a conversation we should be having first thing in the morning.
そうですね。とにかく昨日はすみませんでした。
It's all good. And for this record, I really did think your coffee was delicious. I'd love to have some again sometime.
はい、もちろん。あ、でもおっぱいでコーヒー豆を温めたりはしませんからね。なんでそこで無言になるんです。まるで本気で飲みたいって思ってるみたいですよ。
I mean, I know it could possibly affect the taste of the coffee, but I do kind of want to try it. Come on, why don't you say anything? You're making it seem like you actually think I'm a creep or something.
普通に思いますよ。割とキモいですよ、それ。
Hold on, I didn't mean it in a creepy way. I'm just saying, like, I try it if the opportunity presented itself to me purely out of curiosity. Being called a creep by someone other than Nozomi actually stings more than I thought.
そうだろうとは思いましたけど。でもまあ、そういうことならいつでもどうぞ。
Oh, jeez.
少しは落ち着いてきたね。
Yeah.
今のうちに休憩を取れば？
As much as I'd like to, there's a new dish I want to try my hand at making first.
何か思いついたな。
It's not exactly an original dish, though. Anyway, I'd like to get your opinion on... Oh, Hichui-Dani-san.
びっく。
Oh no, you don't have to act so frightened of me.
すみません。昨日のこと勘違いだって分かってはいるんですけど。
They're still thinking about yesterday. Oh my goodness. Well, whatever. You haven't had lunch yet, have you? There's actually a new dish I want to try. I want you to try.
新しい裏メニュー。
It's not secret. There's nothing shady about it, okay? It'll be a regular menu item. Anyway, I'm going to cook it now, so I'd like you to try some. It's nothing weird, I promise.
はあ、了解です。
First, I start by making a carbonara. I season it normally for now. However, I also make a 30 fried egg alongside it, which I use to wrap the pasta like an omelet. Lastly, I coat the entire thing with a generous helping of carbonara sauce, of which I made a little extra. And done. An omelet a la carbonara or carbonara topped with egg alternatively.
なるほど。単純だけど好きな人にはたまらないね。それにやろうと思ったらすぐに追加できるのもいい。
See, I told you it wasn't anything weird.
作るところは私も見てたから心配はいらないって。じゃあいただきます。 普通に美味しい。
Really?
はい、美味しいです。美味しいんですけど。
But what?
そ 卵で包む分、カルボナーラの単品とはソースを変えていいかも。
Oh, yes. Now this is gonna be good. I guess it feels a bit too cheap, huh?
あ、でも美味しいのは本当ですよ。却下ってほどではないよ。ソースの改良を考えていこうってだけ。
So it's gotta be the sauce, huh? Alright.
先輩、これって私のまかないなんですよね。
Yeah,
じゃあもらっちゃいますね。
go ahead.
ありがとうございます。
At the very least, she likes it enough to finish eating the rest.
よかったじゃん。
Thanks, I'll keep working on the sauce. I'm open to any other advice you have for me.
わかった。って言っても、そこら辺は試行錯誤を繰り返して試してみるしかないんだけどね。
I'll try my best.
わかったわかった。とりあえずやってみよっか。
I will. I know it's just a phone call, but it's incredibly how nerve-wracking this is making me. Phone calls in general make me nervous, all the more so when it's my dad's I'm calling. Nevertheless, I can do this. After resolving myself, I grip the phone tightly. He's given me all sorts of useful advice, so the least I could do is keep up to date with what's been going on. I'll just give him a brief rundown, but unfortunately, he's not picking up. Maybe he's working. Well, whatever. I guess I'll leave him a message for now. I'll tell him I took his advice and start thinking about the new menu items. I tell him about the new omelet-style carbonara I made. Also, I have to say thank you again. It's just a simple voicemail, yet I'm struggling to decide on what to say. Come to think of it, how long has it been since I did something like this? In fact, I'm not sure I even remember. When was the last time I called someone just to tell them about my day? Since it was always the younger one, she has always the one who made me listen to her. But the older we became, the less she did that. No wonder I was feeling so tense. The last time I did something like this was ages ago, back when Mom was still alive.
カフェステラと死神の茶。
Oops. Mom,
何昴生、どうしたの？
look at this.
何？昴生、絵を描いたの？
We had a drawing contest at school and I won first place.
そうなの？これも和文さんの血かしら。それでどんな絵を描いたの？
I drew you, Mom.
私？母親を描くのがお題だったの？
The teacher said to draw a picture of our family.
それでお母さんを描いてくれたの？お父さんは？和文さんは描かないの？
Well, that doesn't come home a lot. I don't really remember what he looks like.
そっか。でもそうね。私もどれくらい会ってないかしら。
Mom, why doesn't Dad ever come home?
外国でたくさん絵を描いてるからよ。あの人はね、絵を描かなきゃダメなの。
Because of his job?
それもあるけど、それだけじゃなくて、和文さんはね、絵を描いてなきゃダメな人なの。
No matter what.
そう、ダメ。
Aren't you sad you don't get to see him, Mom?
寂しくないわよ。和文さん、ちゃんと絵を送ってきてくれるもの。
I mean,
和文さんの絵を見られるのは、私は一番嬉しい。
as long as he's alive, you get to see all of the stuff he made for you, which is a good thing.
だから、和文さんには絵を描いていてほしいの。
Oh,
それにね、昴生がいるから寂しいことなんてないわよ。うりうり。
stop it, Mom. That tickles.
でもダメ。私は今、昴生を抱きしめたい気分だから離さない。
Ah, what a time. Just a dream. A vaguely nostalgic dream. I get the feeling it actually happened, though, maybe. But why was I dreaming about the past? That phone call to Dad must have been weighing on my mind too much. Oh, well, I better get ready for work. Wow. So what do you think?
そうだね。やっぱこれぐらいでいいバランスじゃ。じゃあカルボナーラのオムレツこれでいこっか。
You know, perfectly, it didn't take as long as I thought it would.
もう既存のものを組み合わせた品で可能な限り手間を増やさないようにしたからね。手間を惜しまないならオムレツ用と単品用でカルボナーラの基礎的な味から変化させるべきだけど。
Yeah, that might be a little too ambitious. We're busy enough during lunch rush as it is.
でしょ。まあこだわりたい気持ちはわかるけどさ、現実的な妥協点も重要ってことだね。
Right. Besides, I can always make minor changes to it as I go along, but that advice feels a little hypocritical coming from you.
喧嘩売ってんのか。
Oh, come on. I wasn't trying to offend you or anything. But seriously, thanks for the help.
別にお礼言われることじゃないってば。あともったいないからちゃんと自分で全部食べるように。
Alright.
いらっしゃいませ。あちらのテーブル席へどうぞ。ご注文がお決まりになりましたらお呼びください。
すみません。
ただいま参ります。オーダー入ります。半熟オムライスが2つとカルボナーラが1つです。
Right on. Oh, I'm on it. What are you smirking for?
いいえ、別に元気のいい返事だなぁと思っただけですよ。少しは気が晴れましたか？
Yes, I am.
ならよかった。
Although Susan's cakes are still the most popular item by far, we're getting plenty of orders for other items as well. Prove that other people, not only you and Chan, are starting to appreciate my cooking.
オーダーよろしくお願いしますね。
Sure thing. It's time I stopped selling myself short. Once I've changed my mindset, I found myself much more motivated and energized. Looks like it. Although there's still about an hour before we close, the cake display has already been emptied out. And there's only about 30 minutes before last call. We rarely, if ever, get customers during this time period. Should we start cleaning up?
それはさすがに早すぎ。せめてラストオーダーまでは待たないと。まあ、そうしたい気持ちはわかるけど、日が落ちて寒くなると寄り道する人も少ないから。
Yeah, we're already in the winter. Speaking of which, you got any plans for Christmas?
クリスマス？あはー、なんだその質問。お姉さんの予定が気になるのかにゃ。
You got special plans, I take it.
予定なんてありゃしないよ。悲しいことを言わせないでくれる？
In that case, I'd like to ask you something.
何さ？
Suzu-san,
本当に何？そんな真剣な顔で。
on Christmas, well, technically it'll be on Christmas Eve.
いや、ちょっと待ちなってば。そんな本気？
On that day, what kind of cakes are we going to sell? You know, Christmas cakes for the holidays. Are we selling any special cakes or just the usual ones? And are we doing advance orders only? I was just wondering. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sheesh.
このクソガキ最低最低
Holy shit, yo. I'll just pay for you. I'll pay you back for teasing me earlier. You're surprisingly pure, minded, huh? I always thought you were kind of mature, but you got an adorable side to you as well, I see.
言ってろバーカ死にさらせ
Seriously, I had no idea you were so pure. I'm sorry, okay?
年下のくせにこの生意気な
Okay, I'll stop talking. My bad.
万死に値する絶対に許さぬ末代までただってくれるわ
Oh no, I'm just coming. I'm sorry, I really am. I just didn't expect you to go get all cutely bashful like that.
まだ言うか
Oh shit! Oh no!
なんだか楽しそうですね
Huh?
何も楽しかないよ
I'm sorry, I mean it. All because I made that prank about the cakes for Christmas. Well, I wasn't joking about the Christmas cakes. Depending on what we're doing, we might have to make an announcement beforehand.
分かってるよちゃんと考えて近いうちに決めとく
Whatever you say, boss.
なんでこんなに不機嫌なの高峰君何言ったの
Oh, come on, don't give me that look. Kind of. I was just teasing her, though. Anyway, don't worry about it. So, what did you need? Is there an order?
パフェを作ってもらえるお客さんのじゃないんだけど
Huh? I didn't think you liked parfaits that much.
私の分でもないんだけどね糖分を必要としてる子がいて
Oh, God. Hmm? Time for you to sleep, huh? Upon entering the break room, carrying the parfait, I find Ichigo started up at the ceiling, emitting fumes and are looking utterly burnt out. Here's your parfait.
ありがとう
Oh,
ほら日内谷さん
what the hell?
補給して脳に栄養を回して頑張って
It's like some bizarre contraption. Ichigo-san mechanically swallows every bite of parfait that Shiki-san spoons into her mouth. What's this all about anyway?
もう12月でしょ冬休みの前には何がある
Alright, midterms. Come to think of it, both Nozomi and Ichigo-san mentioned wanting fewer shifts.
谷さんから頼まれたの勉強を教えてほしいってそれで今は出された宿題を教えてたんだけど
Doesn't seem like it's going too well.
人に教えるのって難しいとにかく続きを頑張ってはーい
You alright, Ichigo-san?
ダメですもう無理わけがわからなくて思考回路はショート寸前
Sheesh. I think it already has, to be honest. Are you having that much trouble at school?
マジでやばいですやだよ怒られたくないよ
Is it because you started working here?
あ、全然気にしないでくださいバイトのせいじゃないですから私の成績はもともと低空飛行ですからね
Not sure why you're boasting about that.
低空飛行ならまだしも墜落したらシャレにならないんだからねだから夏目先輩に助けを求めたんですよ
What are you helping her with anyway, math?
今やってるのはベクトルあそっかそういうことか謎は全て解けたよワトソン君誰がワトソン君か
Watson?
うちの神さんがね意外と計算も得意でね
What?
いいからそれよりも答えは 2A プラス 3
Oh my days. when math has letters next to them.
解けてない。嘘。もうダメ。数学終わった。わけわかんない。
At this point, you might as well search up the answers online. I feel you, math is hard. Not only do you have to memorize all the formulas, you have to know how to use them all as well.
やはりここは昴生先輩に頼るしかないか。
Me? Well, I don't mind, but I thought Shiki-san was the one tutoring you.
夏目先輩じゃダメなんです。何も本人の目の前で言わなくても、私だって頑張って説明をしたのに。ああ、いや、夏目先輩が悪いわけじゃなくって、私が基本もままならないから理解できないんです。でも先輩なら、昴生先輩ならバレないカンニングの方法を知ってますよね。
Like hell I do.
でもだって一つ星って結構偏差値高いですよ。
I got in by studying hard, just like everyone else.
マジっすか。
Now you're just being rude. I could easily solve the problem you're struggling with right now, probably.
言いましたね。だったら証明してもらいましょうか。
Fine. Take your notebook and pencil and start tackling the problem. It's a basic vector problem. The last part is a bit tricky, but if my calculations are correct, the answer should be 3a minus 2 divided by 2.
正解だけど。あ、先輩、すごい。
Heh.
高峰君が解いてどうするの。助かりました。ありがとうございます。
Did I just get bamboozled?
ちょろかったですわ。井内谷さんもふざけてない。定期テストからは逃げられないんだから。はーい。
By the way, is math the only subject you're struggling with?
各種英語と数学全般、理科系歴史系もマシマシで。
Oh my days, you're struggling with so many assignments. And when you say you're flunking, do you mean figuratively or...
ガチです。
That's not good.
すみません。
It's nothing to apologize for. But I don't know how the cafe's going to manage without you, Hichudani-san.
そうね。あ、何ですか急に。そうやって言われると悪い気はしないですけど。いやー、シフトの問題があるってのは分かってますけど、ついつい照れちゃいますね。そういう意味じゃなくね、私も笑顔で接客できるようにはなったつもりではある。でもやっぱり井内谷さんの明るさに比べると物足りないから、井内谷さんには残ってほしい。そんな急に褒められると困るんですけど、照れますよ。
The employees have been smiling if we want our customers to keep smiling. And besides, we're co-workers. If our little Kohai's in trouble, we can't just leave her to the wolves.
そうね。赤点回避のためにしっかり教えてあげる。先輩、真面目にとか何も楽しくないです。笑顔のためには楽してカンニングだと自分は愚行する次第であります。本当に愚行だわ。剣もほろろ。できる限り分かりやすく説明するから頑張ってみない？
This cafe needs you, Hichudani-san.
そこまで言われちゃしょうがないです。わかりました。期待に応えられるかどうかわからないですけど、頑張ってみます。なのでよろしくお願いします。
Work that day ended without an incident. Shiki-san study sessions have been scheduled to begin tomorrow, but that's when I realized I'd forgotten something. I wonder if Nozomi wants to study with us too. I haven't heard her complaining for asking for help at school lately, but I should check up on her anyways. I wouldn't want her to think we're intentionally excluding her. I doubt Hichidani would mind if I invited her either.
もしもし、昴生君、どうかした？
You're free to talk right now.
構わないけど、何？
You've got midterms coming up, don't you? Like, how's the studying going? Since I'm the one who asked you to start working with us, I'd hate for your grades to slip because of that. I'd be too ashamed to face your parents.
ないなあ。ちゃんと勉強してるってば。
I know, I wasn't doubting you or anything. I'm just using that to segue into my reason for calling you. Ichidori has in trouble. Apparently she's in danger of flunking. And anyway, Shiki-san and I plan to help her study tomorrow, so I was wondering if you'll be interested in coming too.
一緒に教えてくれるってこと？
Yeah, we're mostly going to focus on English and math, but it shouldn't be too different from your curriculum.
行く行く。一人で勉強するより楽しそうだもん。
This isn't going to be all fun and games. Hichidani-san has a lot of ground to cover.
分かってるってば。それにね、私も余裕しゃくしゃくのわけでもないから、教えてくれるならありがたい。
Really? You should have told me sooner.
いや、まあ頑張れば一人でもなんとかなりそうだったから。それにお店の方で昴生君が忙しいだろうから無理させるのも悪いかなって。
Don't sweat it. You're always the one saving my ass anyway.
胸を張って言うことじゃないと思うなそれ。
All I'm saying is you can ask me for help if you ever need it.
うん、ありがとう。
Anyway, I'll call you again tomorrow once details are all ironed out.
授業終わったら寄り道せずに帰るよ。
Don't worry, there's no rush. My classes run pretty late tomorrow, too.
分かった。じゃあまた明日ね。
Perfect.
カフェステラと死神の蝶。おはよう。
Hey, Shiki-san. You know, it's weird. We see each other at work so often that it's a little strange seeing you on campus now.
私もこうして顔を合わせると違和感というかちょっと不安になる。今日は定休日だからいいけど、住染さんや日内谷さんは午後じゃないと来られなくて、普段は3人だけだから。
I know what you mean. I doubt there'd be any problems with Susan's end. But with only Mikado and Susan manning the dining floor, they'd have to take orders, make drinks, and sell cakes all by themselves. And Akatsuki-san probably has to pop out in the kitchen every now and then to help out. But mornings aren't usually too busy, so I'm sure they manage. That is bearing any unexpected surprises, like a large party of customers coming all at once or something. Trust me, I get plenty of worry too. I know firsthand how crazy it gets during rush hour.
そうそう。講義にも全然身が入らなくて。いっそ大学やめようかな、私。
Are you serious? Not that it's really my place to say anything, but that's probably not a decision you want to make lightly. And I doubt your parents will be very happy either.
でしょうね。お店の件にしたって反対されてたから。半分は冗談。気にしないで。
So you might actually consider it if circumstances change.
そうね。何かしらの問題が出てくるようなら、そういう選択肢もありかも。
Whatever the case, it sounds like our priorities are cafe first, college second.
あ、しきさん、おはよう。おはよう。おはよう。この前行ったよ。例のしきさんがバイトしてるカフェ。え、そうなの？ 気づかなかった。
注文したのは他の店員さんだったからね。
お客さんもかなり多くて忙しそうだったもん。
いやマジやばかった。座って食べるのに少し並んだよね。
来たのはもしかして土曜日か日曜日？土曜日。平日なら並ぶこともないと思うから、よかったらまた来て。
あ、行く行く。あのケーキマジやばかった。
ちなみにどうでした？冗談抜きで美味しかったよ、あのケーキ。評判になるのも当然って感じ。
うんうん、お店の雰囲気も良かったよね。
そう言ってもらえるなら。
そんな心配しなくてもネットの口コミでもすこぶる評判だよ。
そうそう。ほら、検索したらすぐに出てくる。
エゴサだっけ？そういうのしないの？
お店のためにも調べるべきだとは思うんだけど、なんか怖くって。心配ないって。まずいなんて意見はないから。そっか、ありがとう。じゃあ自分でも調べてみる。
ねえねえ、あのお店の一番の推しメニューを教えてよ。今度行った時に注文してみるから。
どれも美味しいはずだけど、数で言うならいちごのタルトが一番の売れ行きだったはず。でもケーキ以外も結構おすすめだから、オムライスとかカルボナーラとか。あ、それもネットに書いてあったよ。結構美味しいって。
今度行った時には注文してみるよ。となるとお昼ご飯かな。
多少よっぽどタイミングが悪くないと並ぶほどではないと思うけど。
わかった。今度は平日に行くね。
ご来店を心よりお待ちしております。じゃあまたね。
After a short conversation, the girls say their goodbyes and walk off. After they're gone, I slip my phone back in my pocket.
で、さっきからスマホをいじって何してるの？存在を消す訓練？
No, not exactly. I just didn't feel like barging into your conversation. If I did, those girls probably would have given me that look like, who the hell is this guy? And I probably would have stuttered or fumbled over my words anyway. But for the record, I wasn't trying to blend in with my surroundings. I was looking up Café's reputation online.
高峰君エゴサとかできるんだ。メンタル強い。
Oh, don't worry. I was in the same boat. I've been avoiding it like the plague up until now. But those girls seem to keep up with that kind of stuff, so I thought it wouldn't hurt to take a peek.
で、どう？
Like they said, the majority of our reviews are positive.
おおむねなんだ。
Everyone has different taste buds, though there was one comment that complained about the wait.
それか。人をさらに増やした方がいいのかな。
It was only the one comment. It could have been someone who came on opening day for all we know. We should wait for more reviews before we decide. Rash decisions almost always lead to regret.
そうかもね。ゆうこ、なんか嬉しそう？高峰君、いいことでもあった？
You could say that. It was something one of the girls had mentioned earlier. She'd read some comments online saying our non-cake dishes were pretty good too. They may be few in number, but they're definitely out there. My hard work is starting to pay off, even if only a little. Although I suppose they could have been talking about Suzuki-san's cooking and not mine. But let's not to be pessimistic. One of the girls said was true. My new omelet a la carbonara has the potential to be quite a hit. I better keep up the good work so I can garner even more of those comments. Which is all fine and dandy except the cafe's closed today. So instead, I decided to put that motivation towards helping the girls study for their midterms.
あ、先輩。よかった。少し遅くなったかと思いましたけど、先輩もこの時間だったんですね。
Yeah, I just got out of class. Shiki-san and Nomi should already be here, so let's head inside.
はい。おはようございます。いらっしゃいませ、高峰さん、メイさん。定休日なのにいらっしゃいませで出迎えられるのってちょっと変な感じですね。それを言うならおはようございますも変じゃないですか。今日は仕事じゃないんですから。確かにそうかも。今日はテストの勉強ですよね。夏目さんとのぞみさんはもう来てますよ。
I saw two of them already sitting down at the table in the back.
すみません、遅くなっちゃって。
Yeah, sorry.
そんなでもないよ。それに2人も授業だったんだから。謝られるほどじゃないから気にしないで。皆さん何を飲まれますか？私が準備しますよ。あ、でもいいんです。勉強に集中するためにも遠慮なく言ってください。ありがとうございます。それじゃあアールグレイで。私はオレンジジュースをお願いしていいですか？わかりました。お二人はどうしますか？私もアールグレイを。
I'll have a coffee.
わかりました。
Let's go to it then. Did you manage to find the stuff I asked for?
一応残ってた。はい。
Thanks. These should help. I stacked the papers. I take the stack of papers she hands to me. They're Shiki-san's old tests from her time at Magahata Girls' School. I got the idea to use her old tests as a study material for the upcoming ones. Wow, straight A's all across the board.
学部は違えど同じ大学なんだから、高峰君だって似たようなものでしょ。
Well, I had a lot of help, as I'm sure you can imagine. Plus, my grades were only just barely good, enough to be accepted.
うわ、何これ。最後の問題答えを見ながらでもわかんないや。私なんて見ただけで頭痛が。
Yeah, there are quite a few nasty questions in there.
それは先生の趣向。佐伯先生って数学が好きな人らしくて、応用的な解き方をさせて学生に数学の魅力を伝えようとしてそういう問題を作るって噂だった。その努力が実ることってあるんですか？大半の子は嫌ってたんじゃないかな。人柄とかじゃなくてテストの時期限定で。みんなそんな感じですね。
This teacher still teaches there?
はい、そうですよ。
Oh, those tests should be great reference material then. As for English ones, all these questions seems pretty standard.
少なくとも私がいた頃は意地悪な問題を作ってたのは数学くらいかな。
Good. Then as long as we use the tests and the textbooks to review, you should be able to avoid failing.
結構暗記頼りになりそうだけど。
I'll have to do for now. There's not enough time for her to relearn all the material.
お世話になります。
Ichui understands midterms begin next Monday. There's not much time until then, but as long as we focus the right materials for her to memorize in order to make educated guesses, she should be able to pass. Teaching her is going to be a real chore, but we don't have much choice. What about you, Nozomi? Any stuff particularly you need help with?
目下一番わからない問題はこの夏目さんの数学かな。できれば解説とかしてほしいかも。
じゃあ今から一緒に説明するから聞いてて。
はい。よろしくお願いします。
While they're doing that, I'll get the English materials ready. To some extent, I've already decided the most important words, phrases, and confusing uses we should cover. As long as she focuses on remembering those, at the very least, she shouldn't fail.
お待たせしました。オレンジジュースとブレンド、アールグレイになります。ありがとうございます。すみません、いただきます。
ありがとう、秋月さん。それでここでこの公式を用いて上で求めた値を使えば答えが出るんだけど、わかる？
はあ、なるほど。説明されると一応理解できるような気がしないでもないな。のぞみちゃんすごい。私なんて全然だよ。
日内谷さんは公式を覚えるところからね。なるべく簡単に説明するから、わからないところがあったらすぐに言って。
わかりました。
You're sighing way too much.
今のが理解できてるなら、住染さんは別の勉強をしててもいいと思うけど。
完全に理解できてるわけじゃないですけど。じゃあ夏目さんの英語のテストを借りてもいいですか？そっちを使って勉強したいので。
はい、どうぞ。
足引っ張ってごめんね、のぞみちゃん。全然そんなことないよ。今の問題だって勉強会があったからこそ教えてもらえたんだしさ。一緒に頑張ろう。それで赤点を回避しようね。うん。高峰さんはブレンドですよね。
Oh, thanks.
ところで高峰さんは何をしてるんですか？
I'm putting together a list of stuff I want to cover.
なるほど、資料作りですか。それなら私も手伝いましょうか？
Will you be willing?
心配しなくても比較してまとめるくらいできますから。皆さんが頑張っているんです。私にも応援させてください。
Alright, grab a seat.
はい。昴生君、ちょっといい？
What's up?
ここってなんで2が正解なの？他のでも通じそうなんだけど。
Let me see. Well, if you look at the paragraph before the blank, you can tell whether it's a factual or hypothetical statement. The question is actually about something that happened in the past. So the answer has to be in number 2. Number 1 is conjunction, so that wouldn't make sense. See? There's a comma there.
あ、本当だ。見落としてた。
It's an easy mistake to make. This whole section can be a little tricky, but it's something you need to know. You'll find these sorts of questions too on the English proficiency test as well.
そうなんだ。わかった。ありがとう。ちゃんと覚えておかないと。高峰さんって本当に勉強できるんですね。意外ですよね。長年幼馴染やってるし、テストの時には助けてもらってますけど、家で必死に勉強してる様子もないのに、なんで成績がいいんだろう。
Hey, I put in the effort just like everybody else.
そうなんですか？
The most efficient way to retain information is to pay attention in class. That and making taking notes. If I do that, a single glance is all it takes to remember what I learned, which also helps me cut down on review time.
急がば回れということですかね。
昔からそんなこと言ってるけどさ、それで簡単に集中できるなら苦労なんてないよ。ダメ、完全に集中力切れた。私もそろそろ脳みそが焼き切れそう。もうこんな時間か。じゃあ今日は終わりにしよう。はい、ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。どういたしまして。どう？少しは自信がついた？ああ、はい。多少は分かったような気がしなくはないです。そう、ちゃんと説明できてたならよかった。家に帰ってからちゃんと復習してみます。わからないことがあったら何度でも説明するから。仮に同じところがわからなくても遠慮しないで。そういうのはよくあることだから。はい、ありがとうございます。
Why don't we get you to take the same test Shiki-san lent us tomorrow? After you review the questions you get wrong, you can retake them again the next day.
私もそれでいいと思う。でもそれって同じ問題でいいんですか？いいの。理解したつもりになるのが一番まずいから。
Yeah, the goal here is to make sure you comprehend what you're learning. If you can get the same grades Shiki-san did, you should be able to pass the exams without a hitch, but simply memorizing her answers won't mean anything.
はい、分かってます。
Are you okay with that too, Nozomi?
ありがとう。明日からしばらくはシフト関係なくお店に来て。
We'll be able to help you study if you use the break room, though it has to be while we're on the job.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
あとこれをどうぞ。英語と日本史についてまとめた資料をコピーしてきましたから。
ありがとうございます。
Japanese history will largely be pure memorization, but for English, make sure you think about your answers carefully and review them.
はい、わかりました。
And thanks for helping out too, Ekiju-san.
いえ、困っている人の手助けが今の私の仕事でもありますからね。
今日は本当にありがとうございました。お礼はまだ早い。ちゃんと定期テストを乗り切った後に聞かせて。ですね。了解です。頑張ります。ただいま。
おかえりのぞみ。遅かったな。水曜は定休日だったんじゃないのか？
今日はテスト勉強。友達と一緒に昴生君やバイト先の先輩に教えてもらってたの。心配しなくても遊び回ってるわけじゃないよ。
そういう心配をしているわけじゃないんだが、頑張るのはいいが、あまり無理はしないようにな。最近は夜遅くまで起きているんじゃないか？徹夜なんかは体にも悪いぞ。
分かってるよ。徹夜なんてしなくて済むように今のうちからやってるの。私、部屋に戻って今日の復習をしてるから。
風呂は？
後でいい。
Ah, is this her room?
カフェステラと死神の蝶。
Until Nozomi and Hichui Dynasty pass their exams, both of them will be prioritizing their studies over work. Naturally, none of us will object to that. Alright everyone, that's the end of today's video. So thank you everyone for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.